Episode 4, The Courage to be Seen, Visibility as a Leadership Act. Welcome to the Legacy Leaders podcast, where leadership isn't about titles, it's about presence. It's about how you show up, how you serve, and the emotional imprint you leave behind. Hi, I'm Janice Elsley, your host for today, and today's episode is a bit of a heart check for anyone who's been holding back. We're talking about visibility, because while everyone preaches own your voice and take up space, let's be real, being seen can feel terrifying. It's one thing to lead behind the scenes. It's another to step up and say, this is what I believe, this is who I am, and I'm willing to be known for it. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Playing small isn't humility, it's fear, dressed up as modesty. Let's clear this up first. True humility isn't invisibility. You can be grounded and visible. You can lead without confidence, without becoming a spotlight chaser. But here's what I see far too often, especially among women, service-based leaders, and those driven by mission. I don't want to be seen arrogant. I don't have a big platform. Who would ever care? I'll show up when I'm more ready. Let's call that for what it is, self-protection, not a lack of value, but because visibility equals vulnerability. It opens you up to judgment, misunderstanding, and even rejection. But here's what it also opens, impact. And impact isn't always requires being seen. The truth is, people don't follow authority. They follow authenticity. They follow clarity, consistency, courage. And they follow people who are willing to show up, not just when it's convenient, but when it's necessary. Your visibility signals trust. It says, I'm not hiding. I'm willing to speak up if my voice shakes. I'm committed to showing up before I'm validated. This is how legacy leaders are made. They don't wait for applause. They go first. They share ideas that haven't been perfected. They raise their hand before the crowd claps. They tell stories others are scared to say out aloud. And because of that, people follow them, not out of hype, but out of hope. Now let's get honest. Most of the time, we don't play small because we're humble. We play small because we are afraid of being understood, afraid of failing in public, afraid of being too much or not enough. But shrinking, it doesn't serve anyone. It doesn't protect your reputation. It doesn't empower your team, and it definitely doesn't align with the reason you were called to lead. So here's what even riskier than being criticized, being so quiet that the people who needed your voice never ever knew that you existed. Legacy leadership isn't about waiting for someday. It's not silent. It's not bold. It's timely. It's a decision to be seen, flaws, fears, and all. So here is what I want you to ask yourself. Where am I hiding under the name of humility? What have I been holding back that someone actually needs to hear? I have a call to action for you this week. This is your leadership challenge. It's time to get visible on purpose. I want you to pick one way to show up this week. Share a personal insight on LinkedIn or Instagram. Speak up in a meeting. Post that thing you've been editing for weeks. Pitch yourself for a podcast or panel. Publish that thing you've been sitting on. Whatever it looks like, do it. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait until you feel ready. Take up space. Speak with clarity. Lead with someone out there needs exactly what you've been afraid to say, because they do. If this episode gave you that push you've been needing, pass it on to someone else who's quietly sitting on brilliance. Visibility isn't vanity. It's responsibility. There's someone is out there looking for a leader like you, but they won't find you until you stop hiding. Until next time, I'm Janice Elsley. Thanks again for tuning into the Legacy Leaders podcast. If today's message has sparked something in you, share it and tag me on Instagram at Janice Elsley. I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway. Don't forget to follow and subscribe and leave a review. It helps more leaders find their message. And remember, legacy isn't later, it's how you lead today.